players. There are 3 that go in the middle. Everybody else gets one. We have a villager who does nothing and knows nothing. They just sort of vote, and they're sort of sitting there with less information than everyone else, which can make it sort of frustrating role, hopefully in a fun way. The werewolves' only goal is to survive. I like to assume that after this one night, if the werewolves now know each other, they are just going to eat everyone the next night.
Right.
There is a seer who is on the same team as the villagers. When nightfall happens, there's going to be an opportunity for the seer to open their eyes, look at one person's card, or 2 of the 3 cards in the middle. The robber switches cards with someone when his turn rolls around. He gets to look at the card he switched. Often that ends up with the robber accidentally becoming a werewolf, which leads to all sorts of merriment and confusion. The troublemaker switches 2 other people's cards without looking. At first glance, it seems like a useless roll, but actually the troublemaker's actions by revealing who they switched can often suss out a little bit of information. Then we have the tanner, which I think is most of our favorites. His only goal is to die. He hates his job so much he wants to die. So when you get the tanner roll, you're basically pretending you're a werewolf just enough to where people don't think you're a tanner, but enough to where they vote to kill you. Then we have the masons. All the masons do is look at each other. They're villagers who know another villager or know somebody's not a villager. They're pretty interesting how much they add to it by doing very little. Finally, we have the Insomniac. The Insomniac's the last person to lift their head at the end of the night. And what they do is just look at their own card and make sure they still are the thing they thought they were.
Let me...
So...
Sorry. Cameras are rolling.
What is happening?
Sorry.
This is definitely making it in.
Sorry.
Alright, so Kellen's going to fire up the app, and we're all going to make a little noise just to cover up any sounds anybody might make.
It's gonna look like their ants on us though.
Covered in ants! Kellen! Fire it up!
Close your eyes. Werewolves, wake up and look for other werewolves. Werewolves, close your eyes. Masons, wake up and look for the other mason. Masons, close your eyes. Seer, wake up. You may look at another player's card, or 2 of the center cards. Seer, close your eyes.
As the seer, what I decided to do was look at 2 of the middle cards, which I normally don't do. The logic being we had so many different rolls out that could help determine what was out. It'd be nice to be able to catch someone in a lie.
Robber, wake up. You may exchange your card with another player's card, and then view your new card. Robber, close your eyes.
I am a robber this game, only not anymore because I switched with Casey and I'm now an Insomniac. So I'm having trouble sleeping at night in real life.
Troublemaker, wake up. You may exchange cards between 2 other players. Troublemaker, close your eyes.
Hi, I'm Anthony Birch. I'm Ashley Birch's sister, and I was the troublemaker in this game, and I swapped Casey and Martha. Brother is the word I was looking for.
Oh, wait, I thought you meant to do that. That's an awesome joke.
Insomniac, wake up and look at your card. Insomniac, close your eyes. Everyone, wake up.
I'm sure I know what you are. Martha and I were Masons.
I was Mason.
You've been a Mason every single time.
Yeah.
So I was a seer, and I don't want to say what I saw until just a little bit.
I'm a troublemaker, and I switched you and Martha. Casey and Martha.
Which makes Martha Insomniac.
Oh, there you go.
So you can confirm because you were a Mason when you checked?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, she actually is a Mason.
Well, something
Yeah,
weird
she's actually
happened,
Mason, yeah.
and I don't know if I did something wrong, but okay, I was the robber, and then I switched with Casey, so I was the Insomniac. And then I got to Insomniac, I opened my eyes because I knew I was, and then he opened his eyes, and I think I saw he was the Insomniac then.
It's an interesting quirk of the rules.
I saw that, yeah.
Well, regardless, that still works.
I mean, it's fine. It's still, it didn't change anything we knew.
You're the
Yeah.
Insomniac and
So he's
you're gonna
Robber,
Yeah.
Insomniac.
Because she became the Insomniac. You forgot
Where's
that
the
you-
Insomniac?
Well,
So
that
that
means,
means-
like, technically
well,
does when it
that
says
means you
Insomniac,
switched.
you are now the Insomniac, does that count for
Yeah.
you?
So he thought he was.
So she's the robber.
So 2 people looked, and I was like,
I mean, it doesn't matter because
Yeah,
you already
yeah.
knew what
So
you were
you're
going to
the
be anyway.
robber.
So
So who
Okay.
claimed
Yeah.
Villager? Kellen
I
and
was
Nikki
Villager.
claimed
Yeah.
Villager, and so did Chris.
All right. I was a seer, and I looked at the 2 middle cards, and one was a villager and one was a werewolf. So,
So a villager is lying.
Anthony.
A no, that means
No,
a villager
villager is lying.
One
the
villager,
villager is lying.
Which I was a villager.
was
One of them is
villager.
lying.
oh well, yeah, we can take that.
Hold on.
Pretty much fact.
I mean, if that's what he says.
Wait,
Yeah.
They
You haven't
didn't
said it.
disagree.
No, I get it. I said I'm a troublemaker and I switched.
Oh, I'm
between
sorry.
cases.
I'm sorry. You didn't have
And
it.
everything that.
Okay, so we know
I'm
one
sorry,
werewolf.
I'm sorry.
So that means there's at least one person lying of 3 of us, and
Nigga's a liar.
He changed the voice. That means he's not a werewolf.
I want to do
I know what a werewolf sounds like, and it's not that.
I want to do something, and it's. I want to do something. It's just to experiment. I want to take everybody's villager tokens away because I feel like those reinforce mentally that people are villagers if
Those do
they're
have that
quiet
weird
and you have
effect of,
one.
like-
And I want to put one in the middle, which means there's only 2 to claim now.
okay.
And that
Okay.
means we have these. And I feel like that'll help us not focus.
Can we move your card back if we're certain of who you are?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I know you are this year.
Why?
I feel
I
like
felt you.
I purposely tried to. Okay. Like after I realized I did that, I tried to like stop rubbing on like
Yeah, I just
each
felt
thing.
like
Yeah.
That's what I did. I did exact same thing.
okay.
one day we'll figure out a perfect system for that.
Yeah.
Just do
We'll
it.
hire a third party to like move things around. Basically, just have a narrator.
So we have 5.5 minutes to figure out if one person is a werewolf.
Anthony, can you sit on your butt? I don't know if the camera's getting you. Plus, I just like it when you sit on your butt.
I want to hear Kellen talk about stuff.
Yeah, I do too.
Tell us a story.
Villager story?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I think he's a villager.
he got that right. The test.
Went to sleep and just woke up.
I have the same.
That sounds like a villager.
Yeah, tell us why your theories on me and Nikki.
Your theories on...
I just want you to keep talking, basically.
Well,
So you can
I
make a
know.
mistake.
Is that it? The storytelling game.
Well, I don't want you to make up a
Let's do it
story.
once
I
upon
want
a
you to talk
time.
about your feelings on me and Nikki because if you are truly a villager, that means that one of us is lying for sure, and I want to hear your thoughts on that.
I don't know how you're lying?
Yeah, I just want to hear your thoughts on what's going on right now and how you like
I don't understand if he's
Porn-
a villager.
defend yourself.
Well, how about
Well,
Chris?
this-
You start.
I mean, villager... Yeah.
Villager
Okay.
has no way
Right, I'm
to
a-
it's
defend
hard to-
themselves, but to say I'm a villager.
Don't tell
Okay,
me you might be a werewolf.
Chris will give an example.
Right, okay. I am a villager. Nikki is acting differently than in the last game when I
She's not
was
as-
lying and
I-
she was telling the truth.
I think so too. She's not as like
Jittery.
I believe Nikki. I don't know why everyone has to hate. In fact, the person I don't trust in this game is actually Chris. Because I feel like the more he keeps talking, the more he's trying to cover something.
I mean, in her defense, though,
Here we go.
the reason she
Switched leg
the
position.
reason she got jittery was because somebody specifically pretended to be the thing that she was.
Well,
Yeah.
somebody
She's
is
saying-
currently doing that.
But it was like a one thing. It was
No.
just the Insomniac, and she was like, "No!"
Don't come to their defenses. Don't
We're
come
just
to my
talking.
defense.
We're just
All right,
talking.
all right.
We want to get it all out. And then Kellen is doing his thing that does not help us in any way, which almost always means he's a werewolf.
Okay, I'm gonna defend myself. I know our town colors are purple and green, and I know we have an abnormal amount of redheads. Therefore, I'm a villager.
This is all accurate. This is all accurate. I
We
don't
do
see why
have an
not.
abnormal amount of yeah.
Nobody
She put that thing on her thing because she knows that it reinforces it mentally and
Yeah.
she's a werewolf.
Nobody,
Breaking the rules.
and nobody's
Whatever.
seeming to be a tanner because nobody is making any
Goofy.
larger goofs than are necessary and that at least one of us is lying.
Yeah.
Or I
I
guess
think Kellen is
yeah.
kind of a wild card because I don't know how he would act if he was a tanner. Probably how he's acting right
I
now.
acted like a fake tanner last time.
That's true.
Everybody thinks Kellen is a better actor than he is, but I can see right through it.
It's okay, 3 minutes.
I'm just a villager and I don't have anything to back it up because villagers
I feel
don't really.
suspicious of Nikki for some. I don't understand.
Here.
I have no basis.
I am too.
I have no
Getting hot.
basis.
She's getting hot.
Yeah, Nikki
And we're in a
and
weird predicament where we could also have
No werewolf.
A werewolf, but that we saw the tanner though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Which seems more like we don't have a tanner because
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
nobody's
I
trying
think
to
one of
play
us is a
in-game.
werewolf.
But at the same time, that person could just be smart.
And we can trust Donald that he's the seer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his card
He
is
is. I felt him.
These two.
Unfortunately, yeah, we have the extracurricular.
Which I've always thought in the past, why would anyone do that? But that was actually super useful to just
Yeah.
go, like, to be like, okay, people are lying. Like,
Right.
I've been to
Yeah.
see her
Right,
twice
right.
and always looked at somebody else's card.
All I
we have a
know-
lot of ways of knowing this, but we don't have a great way of knowing this.
Yeah.
All I know is I
You
used to be
wouldn't-
really
we
tired, but
wouldn't
now I
have
just want to go to meetings. So.
Okay, we only have 2 minutes. So we are all confident he's the seer and
Yes.
that
And Nikki
Okay.
supported that. And if
She did.
she was a werewolf, then maybe she'd want to dispute
Well, he also
I can
went out of his.
check.
He didn't. Yeah.
yeah.
that
Um,
fact.
Would you though? Because like he had searched something else. If
I
she
said there was
disputed
less
it,
werewolves. I mean, if Nikki and I were both werewolves, that would have been a sick play.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
That would have been
we
a
should
really
let that
sick
I mean, the
play.
only situation would be that he was a werewolf, or he was hoping somebody else was the seer, and therefore he would be
We
the
have
tanner.
a
But I
minute and
believe him.
A minute and 45 seconds.
Kellen, say things.
I'm redheads, yeah, man.
I don't
I think
know.
he's a villager. Werewolf.
I
You didn't know about the redheads guy.
I don't know.
What if it was this?
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing.
Right, but I'm not gonna kill him.
But we can't because if he's the tanner, we're all going to point to our right, and he's going to point to himself.
That's true.
Can you do that? Can you point at yourself?
Yeah,
I know you do it
Yeah.
as like
Yeah.
a goof.
yeah.
Uh,
I think you can. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to kill yourself. In which case, everyone would have to point to themselves, which is really risky.
oh.
So now it comes down to
We have a minute.
which of the three of us we're killing,
So
and if
far-
we think that they're a werewolf and not a tanner.
So far, Kellen is the most dubious.
Yeah,
but-
Chris doesn't seem like he's
I can't tell. I
but
can't taste
Nikki,
the tanner or the
Yeah.
werewolf on him.
Yeah, and everybody's laying low,
know
which is really all the werewolf needs to do now.
Yeah, weirdly more advantageous to have just the one werewolf out there now.
I don't know. I think
This is the
Kellen's a
problem.
villager.
This is the problem with villagers. It's like,
There's nothing you can say.
This is the thing that's
Okay,
good
now
about
I
Helen.
believe
that's what's
Now I
interesting. That's what's
believe
interesting
Kellen.
about it. But it's probably
believe
being
Kellen now?
one.
Yeah.
It's like
Why?
It's like I don't know.
Just because the way you just said
30
that just
seconds.
now.
I'm gonna
said-
kill Chris.
I don't know. I
problem with
think
that.
I'm gonna kill
Chris might
Nikki,
be a
guys.
tanner.
I might
I'm
kill Nikki.
feeling
I'm
different.
gonna kill
It
Nikki.
wasn't
Nikki
like
feels
last time we were
pretty
playing this time.
good. It's down to Kellen and Nikki, and it feels like Kellen might be a tanner. So against better judgment, probably gonna go with Nikki. I'm not sure why I trust Chris.
You straight in the eye. I can't
She's
do
just
that one.
not.
If you're
she's
lying
just
to me, I'm
not
gonna be real
getting-
sad that you did that just now.
She's not
You
getting
looked
worked
right in
up.
my eyes.
She's not getting worked up like
She's not
she
getting
would.
worked up. Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna vote for Nikki because she usually gets all up in arms if people claim to be something that she is or claim that she's lying.
I think I'm gonna go Nikki.
Yeah, no!
Oh, that's so. That's fake workup. Look at it. Look at her face. Look at her fake workup. Look at that fake workup.
It's time to choose. If we think she's a werewolf, we got to do it.
I do.
Time is up. Everyone.
Well,
Wait,
Wait, well,
3, 2, 1. Vote.
Nikki.
Somebody's getting punched in the face.
I feel really bad that we killed Nikki. Sorry, Nikki.
he did it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
that was
I'm sorry.
Friendships. Oh,
perfectly.
I'm sorry.
I was pretty confident that Kellen was a tanner because he was being so out there, and turned out being wrong. But I did also believe Nikki, which means that I'm a better friend to her than Ash is.
Sorry, Nikki. I love you forever.
I didn't vote for you.
I didn't
Well
vote for you.
done. Well done,
you.
Kellen.
Well played, Kellen. Well played.
Ow!